Hello you guys, I'm Sabrina and this is my first YouTube video ever. I am going to be telling you guys all about my fitness journey as I have been 120 pounds, 90 pounds. I have competed in a bodybuilding competition and I'm going to tell you about my whole entire journey. Let's get into it. Alright, let's start with my background. So, I did gymnastics all the way up until I was 15 years old and I was shredded. It was lean and I ate healthy, I ate whatever I wanted, and I didn't even focus on food. But then I quit gymnastics, and this was freshman year of high school. I would eat whatever I wanted. I went to the dollar store every day with my friends after school to get candy, and I ate a pack of like those spider gummy worms every day. I went to McDonald's right after that, and I got chicken nuggets or fries. I would get Red Bull Italian sodas, the ones with like the extra whip, like every day. I gained 20 pounds without even realizing it. I had no idea. So I went from 105 pounds up to 120 pounds. Going to the cheer team, and I was seeing these pictures that people were taking of me, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I was seeing my face, and I remembered my face felt so chubby, and I hated it. One day, I stepped on the scale, and I saw that it was 120 pounds, and I was like, what? Mind you, 120 pounds for, I'm 5'3". That is a healthy weight. Like, something was going through my head. Just this switch from being so lean to now, like, actually, like, growing into my body, getting, like, boobs and a body. I had no idea. I was like, this is so wrong. I need to be smaller. So I decided that I should eat less. I stopped eating as much. And I saw results quickly. As I was seeing results, I was like, okay, let's push this. Let's take this. Let's challenge myself. Let's see how far I can go in the day without eating. Do this. I'll wake up and I'll have one fig bar before school. And then at school, I'm gonna eat 2 carrots and a piece of broccoli. And just say I'm not hungry and I forgot to pack lunch to my friends. And then when I would get home, I wouldn't eat. I would just say I don't need to. I would always have a huge dinner. My dad and my parents would always be like, you need to eat all your food for dinner, and they would serve me. So I needed to eat everything he served me. And these were like pretty hefty dinners. So I was like, this is all I'm eating today. So, because I knew I had to finish it. I had no idea what I was doing to myself. I dropped 30 pounds. January, I was 90 pounds. And in September, like 5 months-ish before, I was 120 pounds. And I did it so unhealthily. And my digestion was horrible. I couldn't go to the bathroom. I remember one night at dinner, I stared at my steak and potatoes and avocado. This is the one thing, don't do. Don't undereat, because it will mess your metabolism up so much. It will literally hurt your stomach to eat food. My dad was like, you got it, you can eat. But I was like, I can't, it hurts my stomach. And I had no idea why, but it was literally because I was under eating. I was starving my body. I couldn't go to the bathroom. I ended up having to go to the doctor. The doctor told me that if I don't start eating, I'll be lifeless. And my dad was like, Sabrina, like, you need to eat. And I was just like, ah. I decided that it was time. It was time to gain weight. I remember driving, and I could feel my spine on the back of the car seat. I was so freezing. I had to wear like 10 jackets. I had to take laxatives to go to the bathroom because I couldn't go because I messed up my metabolism so much from not eating. And I was like, I feel like skin and bone. So the doctors, my dad, and I all sat down, and we decided I should download my FitnessPal to start tracking my calories. And this was game changer. Tracking my calories was game changer. I was able to see how much I ate during the day, and I was able to hit my protein goals, and it was like a challenge. And what tracking kind of gave me control. It was a tool for success. And so when I started tracking calories, I was able to eat. And I realized that I could eat. I set my calories at 2,400. I was just eating so much, but I was so hungry because I was so, like, I hadn't eaten in so long. And this was now 2020. COVID happened. And so I was at home all day. I was doing core workouts, Chloe Ting workouts. If you know, you know. I did that literally every day on my floor. Gosh, this fitness influencer, I watched from day one. Her name is Gains by Brains. And I would watch her what I eat in a day. It's her 10,000 calorie a day challenges, her at-home workouts. And I just filled my brain with all this health and fitness knowledge. So during COVID, I was doing all of that at home. I was really lean. I was eating more. I was walking around. I did lots of walks. But then the gym opened, and oh my gosh, did it saved my life. So I got into the gym because my friend from cheer actually took me. And I remember my first day ever stepping into the gym, I was like, wow, this is like a different world. I fell in love with the gym. I literally went without her the next day. I was like, no, I want to go again. Like, she's not going, but I'm going to go again. And I just kept going. I was eating 2,400 calories, continued. I was seeing growth. I remember the first time I decided to use the cable machine. I remember being so nervous to try the cable machine. And I was like, you know what? Like, Sabrina, you're watching all these videos to try this cable machine. Let's just try it. Like, what's the worst that's going to happen? I'm not going to like it. That's the worst that's going to happen. I loved it. Duh. I've tried so many new exercises. I think it's the most fun thing to do. That's why on my Instagram, Sabrina Strong, I post so many like fun exercises, fun supersets, because I think it is so fun to make the gym fun. It doesn't have to be like, oh, this is my program, I'm following it step by step. Like, make it fun. Like, do what you like. If the gym is what you like, do that. If Pilates is what you like, do that. If yoga is what you like, do that. If running is what you like, do that. Be active. Just do something active. For the rest of high school, so 2021 and 2022, I was seeing so many gains. I was ego lifting to the max, like to the max. 205 deadlifts. I benched a plate. This will go down in history because probably will never happen again. Oh, I was like 105 pounds doing this. Like, don't know what was going through my head. I was lateral raising like 20 pounds, shoulder pressing 40 pounds. I was about to blow my shoulder. And then I was like, okay, maybe I should like take it down a notch. So I did that. Oh, I squatted 205 pounds. That's crazy. I don't even squat anymore because no. During the last few years of high school, I would literally rush home after school to get to the gym. Run into the gym and get my lift in. Pop my pre-workout. I literally dry scooped it. I was like, this is it. Let's crush it. Alrighty, now let's get to college. Freshman year in college. So I had been eating 2,400, 300 calories all those years. And then this freshman year, I was like, okay, I'm gonna take it down. I dropped my calories to 1950. I ate about the same amount every day. And I looked really good. Like, I had a very good physique going on. In this year, I found the cheat code. What is key? This has made my fitness tracking apps so helpful. When you track out what you eat in a day, use it as a tool. As if I can eat this every single day, then I can make each meal I have hit a certain amount of calories, hit a certain amount of grams of protein, and I would like eat the same thing every day. Some people don't like, but I think when you're super busy being in college and eating the same thing every day was so helpful. An example of what I would eat, it would be like rice cake and peanut butter before the gym, a protein bar, a sandwich. I was eating too many processed foods, but I was like, I'm just hitting my protein goals, and honestly it was enough to get through college. Alright, so that was freshman year of college. On to sophomore year. Sophomore year of college was really hard for me. I had a friend group in my freshman year, and I literally lost like all of the friends. And I had no idea why. But honestly, I'm a huge believer in everything happens for a reason. And my freshman year of college, I honestly fell out of my fitness and my like love for the gym and my passion of like pushing myself and growing myself. And my sophomore year, I fell back into that passion. But my mindset, my confidence, my self-worth was so low. I found Gains by Brains again, and I started watching her videos on mindset and mental health and how that plays a role into your physical health. And I realized how important it was to really work on yourself, your self-love. This year was a year of mental fitness for me. Got back into like being super like conscious about like my food, trying new foods, making new recipes. And I started eating really good, really clean at this point. And I was eating the same amount of food, the same kind of food like every day. When I'm busy, it is really beneficial to have food that you know you can eat during the day that will hit your goal. I think that people should track their calories only if they have a good relationship with food. I think tracking your calories is a huge tool. And after you've tracked for a few years, it shows you how much calories are in foods. I could not track my food and hit my goals. I know how much calories and protein are in a banana, are in a yogurt, are in rice. And I know if I'm hungry and I need a snack and I haven't had a lot of protein, I'll go to the high protein source and I won't go to the low protein source. So I feel like if everyone should track their food just to learn a little bit about food, about nutrition, and about what food has what in it. That's just what I think, if you have a good relationship with food. Anyways, in this time of my life, there were so many people coming up to me asking me, do you have a fitness page? Like, what do you do for workout? I had guys asking me what I ate. Like, I remember I was like, bro, this guy who was like 6 foot, like huge, asking me, what do I eat in a day? How many calories do I eat? I'm like, first of all, Mr. Man, you should not be eating the same thing I'm eating. Like, we are different. That's what I also think people need to be aware, that people have different metabolisms. They have different bodies, that they should not eat what other people eat. They can get inspiration off of it, but what works for me might not work for you. So now, this is summer 2024. I posted consistently on my Instagram and I gained a following, and I just fell in love with influencing people and inspiring people. So this is how I got into the next step of my fitness journey. I went to the gym and I did a 360 body scan and I was 8% body fat. I should have been eating a lot more the year in college. I was so lean and I didn't even realize it. And the owner saw my scan and he was like, dude, like, you can compete. And I was like, you're funny. Like, I'm not competing. And he was like, no, I'll introduce you to this coach. This coach is like, I'm gonna coach you. You're gonna compete in 6 weeks. And I was like, you're so funny. I was like, you were hilarious. And she's like, no, you're competing in 6 weeks. And I was like, okay, let's do it. I don't know how to pose. That was the scariest part. I had no idea how to pose. And this was the hardest part. So, for the nutrition part of my competition, it actually made me gain weight. So I reverse dieted and I went back up to 2,200 calories, and I had never done that from like high school. I did it on whole foods, which key tip here, whole foods is so important. You can literally eat so much more if you eat whole foods. You'll feel so good too. You'll look so good. Your mind will be so like clear. And I changed to yogurts and cottage cheese, chef's kiss. Chicken, salmon, all these like actually like whole food protein sources. And then we dropped the calories. Dropped down to 1,700 calories. It was my lowest. That's as low as I got. And I got down to 6% body fat. 6%. And I did my competition. And I can do a whole nother story on my bodybuilding competition, my whole experience. If you guys would like me to do, comment down below if you guys would like that. And I will, because it was the best experience of my life. I won national qualified now, which is crazy. And I'm so excited for it, because that is my next step. And now post-show. Now I've been on my growth journey again. Which this goes to show you that this is a journey. There's no destination. I have gone up, I have gone down. After my competition, I have increased my calories from 1,700 and I am currently at 2,000, and I've been at it, and I have gained 10 pounds. 10 pounds in 5 months. My competition was a huge achievement, but something about like I learned from it was I can be this lean. Now I'm gonna try and not be, because I know I can always be that lean. So then I was like, okay, it's time to grow. Like, let's see what happens if I grow. So I grew, and I grew glutes. And I was like, what? And I grew, my boobs got bigger, and I was like, I look like a woman. And I realized that, like, if you do it slowly and you increase over time and you work out and you have a healthy whole foods diet, then you will not gain fat, you will gain muscle. And that is a wrap from when I quit gymnastics and gained 20 pounds, then lost 30 pounds, and then gained 20 pounds, competed, and I am so glad that you guys stuck around to hear all of my fitness journey with me, and I hope you really enjoyed and found it inspirational, and I hope to see you again, and comment what you guys would like to see in the next video. Alright, thank you guys, bye.